In today's video, I'm going to be doing the concert tag. This video was suggested to me by Laura Corbett, so if you guys have any videos that you want me to make, just put them in the comments below. In this video, I'm going to be doing the concert tag, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a series of questions, kind of like a Q&A relating to a certain topic. There are different types of tags. There's like a vinyl tag, a music tag, and so this video I'm going to be doing a concert tag, so I'm basically going to be answering questions about my concert experiences. While I don't have a ton of concert experience because I have only been to just a couple concerts, I still thought this video would be fun. Also, sorry if the lighting is kind of dark and weird. I'm doing this at my desk and I figured I would just do these types of videos from my desk from now on because really there's no reason for me to be in front of my closet door on the floor unless I'm doing an unboxing video. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I did do a little bit of research and I came up with my own concert tag question list. There were a lot of YouTube videos that I looked at, but some of the questions just didn't apply to me because I don't have a ton of concert experience. So I kind of like made up some questions for myself that I thought would fit better. Okay, so I have about 20 questions here, so I'm gonna get started. So the first question is, when was my first concert and how old was I? So my first concert was on October 4th, 2019, and I was 15 years old. And that was the Chainsmokers World War Joy Tour in Chicago. Question number 2 is, when was my last concert? So my last concert was actually almost exactly a month ago, pretty much. It was on October 1st and 2nd. It was the Breakaway Music Festival. I know that's technically not a concert, but that was like the last festival / concert that I went to. Question number 3 is, how many concerts have I been to? I've been to 3 concerts, although technically only 2 of them were concerts. So 2 of them were like a regular like arena tour and the other one was a music festival, but I still counted as 3. The fourth question is, what is the longest amount of time that I have waited in line? And honestly, the answer is only like maybe like 1 to 2 hours, but I'd say like an average of an hour and a half. That's just because I've never been to like a general admission concert. For those who do have to wait in line for a very long time, but luckily the concerts that I've been to were seated, and then the music festival, we only got there like an hour early, so we only had to wait in line for about an hour, so yeah. Question number 5 is my favorite concert experience. And honestly, it was at the Breakaway Music Festival. I had so much fun. That was my first music festival and I was in the pit. That was my first time being in a mosh pit. And honestly, just feeling the energy of the crowd and everybody around me was so awesome. And my sister was with me in the pit and it was just so cool to be around people who have the same music taste. And, you know, we all know the same lyrics. It's totally a different experience when you're at a seated concert, but that Breakaway Festival was awesome. And then also at the Breakaway Music Festival, I also got to meet some of the performers. So that was really, really awesome too. So that was probably my favorite concert so far. Question number 6 is, have you ever met a band or an artist at a concert? And actually, the answer is yes. I did meet Martin Garrix at the Breakaway Music Festival after the show. And he was one of the headliners.
I'm the one who made you the Funko Pop. I made you the Funko Pop. Yeah, I made you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Question number 7 is, have you ever been the first in line or front row at a concert? And the answer is yes. That was at the Breakaway Music Festival. Like I said, we got there about an hour early and we're actually the first ones in line to go through security. And so after that, we pretty much just went straight to the front of the barricade. And I had barricade that whole show. It was crazy and I was able to get front row for the whole night. Question number 8 is, what is your funniest concert story? And that one was probably at the World War Joy Tour. So I'm a huge fan of the Chainsmokers and I did watch a ton of their like YouTube videos, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff. So I was familiar of who like their crew was and the people that they work with. And so basically before the show, the Chainsmokers photographer named Craig was walking around with Alex's dog. Alex is one of the Chainsmokers and her name is Mushu, the dog's name. And so they were walking around, and long story short, after we got to our seats, they came around to us and I actually got to meet Craig and Mushu. But the funny part of that story is that my mom did not know who they were, and you know, I didn't expect her to know because she's not like into that kind of stuff like I am. But so my mom thought that I was just getting super excited over just some guy and like his service dog or like some kind of therapy dog. She's like, why are you freaking out over this dog and this random guy? So my mom just kind of like went along with it, and then we actually got a picture. So that's how that happened. And then yeah, so after the whole interaction with their photographer and Mushu, I had to explain to my mom why I was freaking out over them. and it was really funny because she had no idea what was happening the whole time. Question number 9 is, do you prefer seats or GA? Honestly, I prefer seats over general admission because I'm short. So honestly, if I had not been front row at the Breakaway Festival, I probably would not have been able to see anything at all. So if I don't get front row, then there's really like no point for me to be in like a pit. I prefer seats also because like in the pit in the general admission area, there's really no personal space, and like a ton of stuff happens like at the festival. Like I witnessed like fights, people throwing up, drinks spilling. There's no personal space, people are just all over you, and it wasn't that big of a deal for me really because I was like trying to be part of the whole experience, and I was like, I've got to experience this at least once in my life so I know what it's like. But honestly, after that I was like, I don't know if I could do that anymore, so I definitely prefer seats. But the main thing is just because I'm short. Number 10 is, how long have you traveled for a show? And the longest I've traveled for a show is about 15 hours, and that's because we drove to the music festival in Charlotte, North Carolina from Chicago, and so Chicago to North Carolina was pretty much like a 15-hour drive. So question 11 is, have you ever been noticed by a band or artist during a show? And I don't really know for sure. When Martin Garrix was playing, he kind of looked in my general direction during one part of the show because he usually like will take a second to look at the crowd and like notice people and point at them, and I don't think he ever made actual eye contact with me during that part, but that was probably the closest I've ever been. I'm pretty sure he was just like waving to somebody around me. So number 12 is, what is your favorite opening band or act that you've seen? So my answer would probably be 5 Seconds of Summer or the band Camino. I just saw the band Camino recently a couple weeks ago, and they opened for Dan and Shay, and then 5 Seconds of Summer opened for the Chainsmokers a couple years ago. And honestly, I couldn't pick between the two. They're both really, really good, and they both put on a great show. Question 13 is, who have I seen the most in concert? And that is the Chainsmokers. I saw them, like I said, at the World War Joy tour for the first time, and then my second time was at the Breakaway Music Festival. So even though I've only seen them twice, that still counts as the most I've ever seen an artist. Question 14 is, how many towns or venues have you been to for concerts? And I think the answer is only like 3 different ones. I've been to the United Center in Chicago, I've been to the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I've been to the Charlotte Motor Speedway in, I believe it's Concord in North Carolina. Question number 15 is, what artist do you want to see in concert? And that list is actually pretty long for me. I've seen pretty much all of my like top favorite artists in concert now, but the one that I am missing is Post Malone. I would just love to go to one of his shows. And then I would also love to see a DJ set from Zedd or Julian Jordan. Question number 16 is, what band do you own the most merch of? And that answer is easily 5 Seconds of Summer. I mean, I'm wearing their merch now. Yeah, I just have so much Five Sauce merch. I've got a hoodie, lots of t-shirts, this long sleeve shirt. Question 17 is, how many shows do you average per year? And honestly, it's only like 1 or 2. Question 18 is, what are your upcoming shows that you're gonna go to? And I have nothing like set in stone. Like I have not bought any tickets for any of these, but a lot of artists that I follow are announcing tours right now, and so these are the ones that I would love to go to. Let's see, the band Camino just announced a headlining tour, so I would like to go to that. Ultra Miami is coming up actually. I'm pretty sure it's like around the same time as the band Camino, but I would love to go to Ultra Miami to see like Martin Garrix and David Guetta and all those awesome DJs. Area 21, who is also Martin Garrix and Major, they are really soon hopefully going to announce their own tour, so I would love to go to that. That's probably my top one. Dua Lipa, she announced a tour a while ago. Haven't bought any tickets or anything, but I'd like to go to that. And then 5 Seconds of Summer, they rescheduled their tour a couple times, but I really love to see Five Sauce again, so that's like 5 right there. But my top one right now is probably Area 21. Question number 19 is, who do you want to meet at a show? And honestly, I would love to meet 5 Seconds of Summer, even if it's just one of them or the whole band. Honestly, that would be great. I'd also really would love to meet Post Malone, and then I would also love to meet the DJ Julian Jordan. He actually did like a fan meetup not that long ago, and I totally would have gone if I lived in Amsterdam. Alright, so the last one, question 20, is, who have I seen in concert? And if you include a music festival, then that list is extremely long. These are in no particular order. I have seen Lennon Stella, 5 Seconds of Summer, the Chainsmokers, Ingrid Andress, the band Camino, Swiper Boy, Jammed, Wax Motif, Two Friends, Sway Lee, G-Eazy, Martin Garrix, Lane 8, and Griffin. So that was it for this video. Those were all of my concert tag questions. Let me know what you thought of them, and let me know like your concert experiences, just anything relating to concerts. Also, let me know if you want me to do another tag video. I think I'm gonna do the vinyl tag one pretty soon. I say I've had pretty great experiences at concerts, considering I've seen most of my favorite artists already, and I also got to meet, like I said, Craig, Mushu, and then of course my favorite DJ of all time, Martin Garrix. That whole experience was just insane. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.